Hey guys, this is Julie from Crafty Beach on YouTube, and I have a fun winter Dollar Tree DIY. Now, what I want to do is to DIY a tray to display this. I'm using two of those chunky signs from the Dollar Tree. I like this medium wood finish, but you could do it with really any of them. And you could always paint or stain it too. This is pretty close to what I want, and I want to build a long tray to do a winter vase display. So I want there to be edges on the tray. To do that, I'm using the Dollar Tree wood beads. These are the cube shaped ones, but I want to stain them so they will match the wood signs that we used for the tray itself. Now, I was trying to figure out the easiest way to do this because I needed to do a lot of those. And so I was trying to just use some antique wax by Waverly and a baby wipe and just kind of like leave them strung and flip them and stain them like that. I don't know if that's an easier way. I do try another way here. You'll have to let me know what the easiest way to stain these are. I like to do it this way because it doesn't get them super wet. But as you can see, I did have to do like all six sides of the cube, so that did take a little bit more time. And I did unstring all of them so I could get to all of that area. For this one, I decided to try soaking them. So I did a little water with some antique wax by Waverly and I tossed them all in, thinking that would be easier. And it probably was. The only thing is that you're getting the little wood cubes really soaked with water, so it's going to take them a while to dry. I kind of dumped them out on a paper towel and tried to start drying them off, but I don't know which way I liked better. Maybe the first way, because as you can see, they didn't stain quite as dark as I wanted. And so I kind of went over them again with the same method that I did on the first one. But if you've got a really great way to do that, let me know down in the comments below. Now it's time to attach them. The only bad thing about unstringing them is that this part takes a little bit more time because you're going to be doing them all individually. So I found that I could do quite a few at a time before my hot glue sets up. Make sure that you are quick with it though, because you definitely want these to stay on. I just did the front and the back of the tray, and I'm going to make some little feet for it too. So it'll be like a little raised tray to do this winter DIY. That looks pretty good. Let me see how many I can fit on the sides. That's one thing you have to do is kind of lay them out first so you don't have any big gaps here between any of the wood blocks. And I'm going to use those same wood cubes for the legs as well. Just removing the tags here on the bottom of the signs, and we can make little feet. And I think the stain came pretty close to matching what I wanted. I wanted to do like a rustic wood tray to do this beautiful winter display. So I thought a total of 6 would be perfect. And I really love this tray. I've actually still been using this tray, and it's great because you can use it for any season as well. For the bottles, I found these great bottles at Dollar Tree. They're kind of frosted already, so they kind of look snowy. Look at that. Now, I couldn't get 3 that were all the same color. As you can see, one was kind of like a smokier gray, but I think that's okay. And I think these are going to look really cute on here. Whenever I do a display like this, I always like to do odd numbers. And for the greenery, I guess not, it's not very green, the white eucalyptus from the Dollar Tree, I think that will look really good in this for winter display. To fill up the jars, I'm using some of the white sand that they have at the Dollar Tree. I guess you could always use some faux snow as well. They also have these great little craft funnels at the Crafter Square at Dollar Tree that can really make something like this a lot cleaner, adding the sand to these. And I want to add enough white sand into each one to be able to hide the stems of these and to be able to, make them stand up on their own. I'm going to use one branch here in each one and see what that looks like. And then I had a couple more, but I didn't have enough to do 2 in each one. So what I'm going to do is just cut them into individual little branches and fill it out a little bit more. And the great thing about that is it's going to give you like varied heights in the eucalyptus to make it look a little bit better. When I'm happy with that, I just have a few more things I need to do to give this the really winter vibe that I want it to have. The first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and set out my vases. And I was trying to decide if I wanted to attach them or not. I did not because I want to be able to reuse the tray. For the snow on the tray, I'm using Epsom salt. Now, Dollar Tree also has Epsom salt. This is some I had from Target, but I just, using a little cup, I'm just dumping in some Epsom salts for some faux snow. And then the final touch is some of these snowflake ornaments from the Dollar Tree. I was trying to decide which kind I wanted to use. I really like the ones that are white and glittery. If you have any of these left over from Christmas, they can be great for winter crafts. They do have holes in them because they're ornaments, of course. I just filled mine in with a little bit of hot glue, and I want to attach those to the front of the vases with just a dot of hot glue. And as you can see, I'm combining two different kinds of snowflakes. These are the ones that come in the multi-pack, just for a little bit of variety, and I attach those onto the front of the vases. This is how it turned out.